My name is Rebecca Griffin. I'm from Yelm FFA and I'm the District 2 Star Farmer. My SAE project started really my freshman year of high school. I really got interested in raising beef cattle and my advisors were able to help me with that. Some of my responsibilities include feeding, watching over the calving, picking herd sires based on their EPDs. I also help with the fence maintenance, moving calves in and out, deworming, vaccinating, keeping everything kind of on a schedule. We have always raised cattle. It started over in Graham and we had like 30 head of just commercial, no papered calves. We would just buy, sell, raise for meat and do the turnaround process. And it was really fun and really great. When I started watching over the herd, my uncle gave me a steer for like my work over the winter. And we took that to the Chehalis Livestock Market, sold it, and I was able to take that money to reinvest in a registered Angus heifer. And I bought my first one from Jay Hall, who was a really big influence and mentor to me when I was first starting out. He taught me how to like clip and show and like that kind of thing. And so from there, I kind of got hooked and did like the spiral, and now we have 30 plus head of shorthorn and registered shorthorn and Angus cattle.
It all started when she was little, and she was always so joyful and bubbly. And she's very true to her animals, to the people around her that she associates with.
About two or 3 years in, I ran for Washington State Angus Queen. And I didn't get it my first time, but I was able to watch Amanda Toth. She was the queen at the time. And I was able to watch her in the way she was able to connect with the juniors and kind of help take people under their wing and just educate like not only our members, but outsiders on what we do. And so the next year I ran again and I was elected Washington State Junior Angus Queen. And I was so excited to just have that opportunity to go and connect with my younger members and be able to like show the outside world like what it is producers do and what it is these associations do. Registered cattle, they come with a pedigree, and it's like, it's basically a key into their history. Like we go to our ancestry and we can see like all the people that were before us, and that's kind of the same thing. And that really helps when you're picking EPDs for like your next herd sire or what direction you're trying to take your herd. The EPDs can show like how your calves are going to marble out in the future, how their fathers and mothers have done. It also helps when you're picking bulls because for first-time heifers you want a low birth weight. It helps makes farming a little bit easier because you're able to kind of know what you're walking into. I'm just so thrilled that I was able to market my market steers when I could and when I did. And why that's my biggest accomplishment is because people don't get the opportunity every day to go out and walk into a business and like introduce yourself. Hi, I'm Rebecca. I would like to talk to you about my market project and give you the opportunity to possibly purchase it. I was at Tractor Supply and I ran into this guy and he actually ended up purchasing my steer. And I had no idea that I was marketing when I was marketing. I was just like educating him on the feed I was buying and why I was buying it. And at the fair, when he bought my steer, he came up and like introduced himself and he's like, I really appreciated what you had to say at the store. Like you had no idea who I was, but you still took the time to talk to me when I asked you questions. And I think that's just awesome.
I can say that Rebecca has learned a lot, even a lot more than I had learned when I was at her age. My brother and I were in 4-H. We never progressed to FFA, mainly because we changed halfway through and started rodeoing.
My dad and my uncle, they started from a lot of nothing and we all kind of worked our way up together. And it's just, I love that it's a family business and we're able to go to like Easter barbecues and we're all just like talking about like how our herds are doing and how our programs are working for ourselves. And it's just really important to me. So one of my favorite classes I took at the high school was greenhouse management. And one of the lessons in that class, we actually had to draft our own lesson and present it to our teacher and the ability to possibly teach it to a younger class. And that is one of my favorite parts about ag education and kind of going to the high school and being able to do that stuff. It's really important that we're able to educate future up-and-coming youth producers on what it is we do. And if I'm able to take like a structured activity and teach it to younger kids, it helps me when I go to the fairs and I'm able to we don't walk in with like diagrams and whiteboards and stuff, but we kind of get their attention when we're blowing on our heifers or clipping or feeding. They're like, what are you doing, right? So we're able to kind of turn it around and be and just educate them on what we're doing and what they could do in the future. My advice would be, just go for it, just try it. You're gonna make friends with sheep showmen, rabbit showmen, beef, all species, right? So if you don't know exactly what you wanna do, get out there, talk to them, find out why they chose that project and what project is gonna be the most appealing to you. Even if you don't do an SAE and maybe you're helping in the garden or something like that, just try everything, because high school is such a short amount of time. You blink and it's over. I blinked and it was over. And yeah, just go for it. Don't hold back. That would be my biggest advice.
Our 2020 Washington Star Farmer from the Yelm chapter, Rebecca Griffin.